Hey, I'm live and fiddling with the camera. I just noticed it was a little wonky, so I'm so sorry. So sorry. Let me see if I can get a little bit better. Because we did a live show. Chris and I did a live over at Mark Kropka's Saturday night. So we had it. That's a little better. We'll see. It's moving. Maybe it's done. We went live with Mark Kropka, Pirate Radio, the other night. We did a live tribute to our dear friend Bimbo Barbarella, who passed away last year. So, sorry about that. I had to readjust the camera. So, I missed you all. I'm doing okay. I'm sore today. I have not stopped. I think I did take it easy the day of surgery. The day after surgery, I got up, I cooked, did stuff. And I've been doing stuff ever since, harvesting, putting stuff away, reaching too much, probably. So, yeah. And all the stuff. So, on my surgery, they found, I don't know, the report said they found, I don't know, a few places that they had to shave down, which is probably a lot of the pain, and also probably why I'm craving a lot of dairy, calcium maybe. Um, and I had a torn tendon. I had something floating around. They said that was probably causing a lot of pain. Um, so they grabbed it with a basket. So that was kind of cool. It's amazing what they can do these days medically. So yeah, so I'm on the road to healing. I see my doctor for post-op visit on Friday, and then I should start into physical therapy. So I'm excited about that. Um, Spending more money, but yeah, and I'll see what the doctor says. I may need some a little bit more recovery time. We'll see. But tonight's trivia is about money. And we're just waiting a bit for people to start rolling in. It usually takes a little while. And I did start a couple minutes early today. So, oh, air quality alert in effect. So, yeah, we'll just give it a bit for people to roll on in. And I know we missed a couple of happenings in the music world. Of course, we lost Robert Redford. Wow, did he ever live a full life? Um, so, bravo to him. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, um, the baby has a new music video out. Judas Priest to release cover Black Sabbath's War Pig, featuring War Pigs, featuring the late Ozzy Osbourne. Heart Radio snags a Doja Cat album preview exclusive. That's happening. Dreaming up a new music festival dropping in a palooza. I guess it is festival time. Here in Atlanta, they're having the Shaky Knees Festival is this weekend. I don't do festivals. They've never been my thing. I don't care for crowds, and I especially don't care for crowds that where there's a lot of drinking going on. It's just never been my thing. Gosh. See, oh, the Deftones, Lenny Kravitz. I would love to see him. Sublime, I would love to see them, and the Deftones. That's Friday night, uh, along with Idols, Pixie, the Marias, Spoon, Inhaler, Joey Valence, and Bray, Lambrini Girls, Sarah Kinsley. On Saturday, the headliner is My Chemical Romance, Cage the Elephant, The Black Keys, Public Enemy, The Backseat Lovers, TV on the Radio, All American Rejects, and more. Let me see if I see anybody I recognize on that Saturday bill. And then on Sunday, the headlining group is Blink 182 with Vampire Weekend, Alabama Shakes. That'd be a good show. Devo's going to be there. Four Non Blondes, Wet Leg, Lucy Dacus, Franz Fernandez, Stereophonics, A Stew, Fleshwater, Murder by Death, and more. Teen Mortgage. Oh, Weird Al Yankovic is going to be there on Sunday. Oh, man. That's a good show. Dang it. But yeah, I won't be going to that one either. Hey there, Lulu. How are you doing? Are you still here? I'm just going on about music news, waiting for people to roll in. I noticed, oh, good. I noticed one of my mods is he's having a live today at 8. And then I usually just, like I said, you have to find a way to kind of kill time waiting on people to come in. So that's what we're doing today. But see, I have a problem when if I schedule a YouTube live and at 8:00, and I usually go live at 8, it starts, the wheel of death comes and it just twirls and I never go live. So I end up just canceling it, going out, trying to do a new one. But I think what happens is if you go live exactly at, say, 8:00, it will just twirl because everybody's going live at like 8:00 on a Wednesday. I think their system gets overloaded and they can't handle it. So I went live a couple minutes early today. But let's see. Vinny, he's usually working. But I can send him an email real quick to see if he's playing tonight. And Simple Happy Life, she may be out of it because of her toe. And then Mike, Hike with Mike, he usually joins us. But he's a teacher and school is kind of in right now. So let me see. Okay. But I hope Simple Happy Life makes it. And sometimes I think Vinny will put me on and he can listen to me, but he can't text. Hike with Mike. Sometimes they come in, and then there's a friend of mine, Eddie Toro. He's a YouTuber. He was born here in the States to Colombian parents, but he's lived in Colombia and Medellin for 26 years again. I believe that is. He used to be Traveling Eddie. He's been to India a couple times, Nepal, Mexico. He spent some time there, I think 6 months. Several months in India and Nepal before going back to Colombia. And we were supposed to go down to Colombia to visit him this last Christmas. And then I don't know. I was like, that's a lot. So we ended up just, what did we do last Christmas? We ended up going to Puerto Rico and doing a cruise instead. So, but Eddie's a great, great person. And I hope to get down there. So eventually. So let's see what else. I know, I guess one of the guys from Boston passed away last week, and somebody else did as well. They're a UK group, a Toronto music venue, the Velvet Underground, is closing. Trying to see what else is interesting in music news. I know Cardi B is doing some book tours. She's going to be in Atlanta. And the guy who stole Beyonce's music hard drives of some not yet released music got arrested finally. That was embarrassing for Atlanta. And yeah. So that's kind of what's going on there. Hey, Rudy, how are you doing? Yes, it is 7:09 Central Time. How you been doing, Rudy? I hadn't seen you around in a while. You been doing okay? You been hanging out in good with good channels and having a good time? I miss your real name, Rudy. I do, I do. Rudy's real name is Fernando, and I just love that name. So somebody's calling Chris. I don't know who that could be. He's not coming this way, so that's good. Let's see. So I just wanted to. We're going to get started here in a minute, maybe. Because what else am I going to talk about? I do want to talk about something I read that was kind of disturbing just because of the financial situations these days. So I read that there are some people that are reusing disposable diapers because they just can't afford diapers right now. And so that brought up a thing about, I think it's time. It's been a bit since I've done a food bank donation, so I think I'm going to do that here again soon. Probably throw in some diapers, maybe some hygiene products, and uh, some good vegetables and stuff like that. I think it's time. I think it's time. I try to do them on a regular basis. And on that note, too, I mean, if you're in a dire situation, there's no shame in hooking up with a food bank. I know some of them are kind of overwhelmed now. So I believe I've read on YouTube, I've seen some things where they're asking for, where do you live? Are you in this area? And what are your income? What is your income? So, two probably important things to know before you go to a food bank these days. And also, while we're at it, oh, I got a new shirt, the Beatles. The Beatles. I bought this shirt. I bought this shirt because it was only like, what was it, $9? It was a $42 shirt. I got it on sale for $9. It's just little bead things. It's not real rhinestones. But I thought at $9 I couldn't pass it up. And oh, I meant to take a picture. So I have an art shirt and I have an art piece in there, and it is a Beatles shirt, but the way it looks with a jacket, what you see is the ATL, which is Atlanta, the ATL, because the jacket would cover the E and the LES, all that stuff. So I thought that was a really cool piece, which is why I bought the art piece. And now I have a Beatles shirt too. But the one on my art piece is white with black lettering. So, and get this, I found a picture of Chris and I at our wedding. I think it's the only, somehow I have misplaced all of our wedding photos. I don't know what happened to them, but this is our wedding photo from, how many years has it been? 27 and a half years. Now, you haven't seen my husband yet, have you, Lulu? This is so funny because this was 1998. Oh my gosh. Will it focus in? Chris has that big 70s mustache there. And I had, yeah, he hasn't changed much really. He's gotten a little bit older, but he doesn't have the mustache, but he's still cuter than ever. He still looks so young. And that's me. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I ran across this in a box I had up here. I had them in a one of those photo montage type things, and things we had done, and I think one was the Eiffel Tower and Savannah because that's where we went on our anniversary with Savannah. But we went to Paris in 21, I think, for the first time. No, in 2000, I think. So, no, thanks, Lulu. Yeah, he puts up with me all right. Somehow, somehow. So, well, we have three people. I don't know if Rudy's still here or not, but we'll go ahead and get started. So, feel good cooking. Lulu, it looks like you may win this game. We'll see, though. We will see. So, oh, I didn't know that was number one. So, number one, Puerto Rican rock and Espanol singer Charlie Robles covered the song in Spanish, naming it Noche No Dorme, or I Didn't Sleep Last Night. But the English version was initially recorded by Sam Cooke, followed by Sam and Dave, Cat Stevens, and Jimmy Buffett. I think the most popular version would be the Jimmy Buffett version, and the Sam Cooke version for sure. It's amazing doing the food or the music trivia. How much you learn about how many times a song was covered. Like some of these I'd forgotten they were covered, or yeah, there was some I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that person covered it. All right, so the answer to that one would be Another Saturday Night. And remember, these are all money themes. So remember in Another Saturday Night, where it says, it's another Saturday night and I've got some, what is it? I got some money because I just got paid. How I wish I had someone to talk to. Yeah. I remember the Jimmy Buffett version of that the best. All right, here we go. Number two. He was born Edward Joseph Mahoney and followed in his father's footsteps in working for the New York Police Department before pursuing music full time. Question number two. He was born Edward Joseph Mahoney and followed in his father's footsteps in working for the New York Police Department before pursuing music full time. And he also got kicked out of a band because he worked for a police department for a bit. Well, guess what? You know what? You'll learn a lot today then. And that's the purpose of trivia. I started trivia back in the this era. He was popular in the 80s. John, good to see you. Hope you're having a great week. I remember the theme tonight is money, so there you get another hint. He was born Edward Joseph Mahoney and followed in his father's footsteps in working for New York Police Department before pursuing music full time. Hey, Mark, what's up? What's shaking? All four cheeks and a couple of chins. I stole that line from a show I never even watched regularly. That was from it's from Cheers, I guess. I think Norm said it. Somebody asked Norm what was shaking. All four cheeks and a couple of chins. Uh, so, question number 2. You might know this one, Mark. He was born Edward Joseph Mahoney and followed in his father's footsteps in working for New York Police Department before pursuing music full time. That's pretty good, Mark. So, pirate radio is also known as Mark Kropka Pirate Radio. Hey, Mark, I saw where the Velvet Club is, the Velvet Underground in Toronto is closing. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Good to see you, darling. We're kind of just getting started. We're on question number 2. Remember, the theme is money. He was born Edward Joseph Mahoney and followed his father's footsteps in working for the New York Police Department before pursuing music full time. Since we have people, say hi to Lulu. That's Feel Good Cooking and More. Um, oh, Jen, I mean, I've been absent myself. I was absent last week. So we've missed you, though. I hope you're doing well. Oh, that's a much better look on you, Mark. Much better. All right, we'll give the answer here. That was Eddie Money. Eddie Money. And I don't know how that happened, but it did. Um, yeah, Eddie Money, he did work. His father, grandfather, great grandfather all worked for NYPD, so he thought he'd give it a shot. But he couldn't see himself working in a job that required short hair. And so, and he also got kicked out of a band because he started working for the police department. So, turned out to be a good thing for him, I guess, overall. So, since y'all are rolling in, I'll show you our wedding picture from 27 and a half years ago. You're not going to believe Chris. It's the only picture I think I have of us. Look at that mustache. Looks like 2 giant caterpillars there. Oh my gosh. Although, all in all, he hasn't really changed how he looks. I thought y'all might enjoy that. Number 3, Paul McCartney. Mark's a huge Paul McCartney fan. Paul McCartney confirmed the song's real life basis. Oh, yeah, he said it was all based on real things. The banker, the fire station, and other details were inspired by real places. But what was the place that inspired all these characters or where all these characters came from. Penny Lane, Vinny's calling. There's Vinny. Are you at work, Vinny? Did you get my email? I was like, are you coming? All right, Vinny's on the board. Imagine that. Oh, okay. Is that yes, you're busy, or yes, you got my email? All right. Oh, I was in my 30s when I married Chris. Chris was 29. So I was 30. What's our age difference? I was 37. Something like that. He's 8 years younger than me. So, uh, so I was an old woman. Uh, both. All right, Vinny. You're on Vinny's team. Everybody's on Vinny's team. All right. Roger, number 4. Roger Waters created the song's intro by splicing recordings of clinking coins, a cash register, tearing paper, and a counting machine. Money. You're on the board, Mark. That's right. Pink Floyd's Money. David Gilmour revealed that the song structured was inspired by Booker T and the MG's Green Onions. Imagine that. Hey, green is green, right? Onions, money. Oh, wait. Yeah, Mark got that. Number 5. The Temptations sang, "You got to pay your bills, pay your gas, you got to pay your tax, pay your phone, and your loan. You better pay it back." In which song? And I'll admit, I had never heard this song by the Temptations, but it was very popular. And I don't know why it didn't get any airtime or anything later in later years, even on 50s, even on 50s station. I would think. Well, everything is pre-recorded today, so I don't even think they'd be playing it today. Oh, Jennifer, it's okay if you're on Vinny's team. The Temptations sang, "You got to pay your bills, pay your gas, you got to pay your tax, pay your phone and your loan. You better pay it back." All right, that song would be "Money's Hard to Get." And it's a really good song. So if you like the Temptations, you like that old Motown sound, just go check it out. Number 6, this song by Ozzy Osbourne is from the Black Rain album. This song by Ozzy Osbourne is from the Black Rain album. Vinny may be busy. Both Vinny and Mark kind of come and go. Number 6, this song by Ozzy Osbourne is from the Black Rain album. Nope. Remember, the theme is about money. Although, I don't know. I don't know all the words to that song. I know the song, and I saw him sing it in concert. But I don't know if he went home because, there you go, Mark. I don't know if it was because he was dead broke, they was coming home to mama or not. Could be. Could indeed be. This song, number 7, the song starts with the lyric, 1 for the money, 2 for the show. This song starts with the lyric, 1 for the money, 2 for the show. Oh, Vinny got it. Blue suede shoes. Now, who sang blue suede shoes first? 1 for the money, 2 for the show. 3 to get ready now. Go, go, go. How's that for Elvis? I mean, hunker, burning love. Carl Perkins, correcto, mando. Very good, Benny. All right. Number 8. Kenny Loggins penned the song in 1966 while still a high school senior. He wrote it as a gift for his brother Danny upon the birth of his son Colin. Name that tune. Jennifer will decide when there's a winner announced. She's smart. That's why I like her. Danny's song is correct. I never knew the name of that song. It is a pretty song though. Why is that song so pretty? I'm so in love with you, honey. Everyone is in love. And in the morning when I rise. Number 9. This title track from Elton John is also seemed culturally significant by the U.S. Library of Congress. This title track from Elton John, and I'll say it was a double album, also seemed culturally significant by the deemed culturally significant by the U.S. Library of Congress. Boy, I tell you, I told Chris tonight, I think I wrote seemed, but it's deemed. I told Chris tonight, I think I'm still recovering from anesthesia because my mind, I couldn't even come up with how to spell road, and I didn't spell it road, or did I? I may have spelled it like Yellow Brick Road, and I meant RODE. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road is correct, Vinny. All right, number 10. We're going fast tonight. Number 10. This song is on the Euthanasia album by Megadeth and is about the consequences of gambling. The song is on the Euthanasia album, and it's by Megadeth, and it's about the consequences of gambling. Where's Mike when you need him? See? I bet Mike would know that one. Good job, Jen. All right, no Megadeth fans, huh? It's actually a trippy video. I'd never heard the song, and so I went and checked out the video. It's The Train of Consequences. Train of Consequences by Megadeth. Number 11. Oh, and this is cool because we went to Motown when we were up in Detroit. So expect to see sometime in October, more than likely, if I get it edited. Well, we'll have the Motown tour uh, that we took on video. So number 11, this was Motown's first hit single recorded by Barrett Strong and written by Berry Gordy and Janie Bradford. I was in Detroit from June, I think it was the 16th to I'm trying to think how many days. We were there like 5 days maybe 6. And then we went up to the Upper Peninsula. Well, we went to Pontiac and I met my friend Qstead Q from YouTube. She's also a YouTuber creator. And then we went up to the Upper Peninsula. Then we went down. I met Faye in Wisconsin. And then we went down and saw Honor. It was a great trip. Went to Minnesota. So we hit a few states. Money, that's what I want. Very good. And you know my favorite, if you've never heard it, check out Charlie XCX's version of Money. That's what I want. It's one of my favorites, actually. It's kind of it reminds me of speaking of Detroit, it reminds me of the White Stripes when they did Seven Nation Army. You know, heavy percussion, little bit of instrumental, not much, but main focus was on the percussion. I stayed in Taylor. We spent time in Allen Park, downtown. We went downtown, hung out. We went to the yacht club. That's coming up. I don't know if I put how we got into the yacht club there on the lake, but we went to see Edsel Ford's house. We went through Hamtramck and all that. 8 Mile, had to go down 8 Mile. And then we went up to Edson's estate, but they were closed. I knew they were going to be closed. I was surprised the gate was manned. So we actually did get on the property of Edsel Ford's place. His house was designed by Albert Kahn, who also designed the Dearborn Inn, who also designed, his firm did, the Fisher Building. I live in Atlanta. Oh, Jennifer. I did not go to Ann Arbor. We went up just mainly Taylor, the Detroit area, all the stuff in Detroit. And we went up to Munising in the Upper Peninsula. And then from there down into Wisconsin. We stayed in Wausau. And then we went to, or did we go to Minneapolis? I guess we went to Minnesota, St. Paul, Minneapolis. We just spent a night. I wanted to go mainly to knock it off my state list. And there were 2 really good restaurants I found in Minneapolis. So we kind of just stayed overnight to check Minneapolis off the list and to eat at 2 really good restaurants. And then, yeah. But we got around. I got around. I got a bunch of restaurant videos I've already posted from Detroit. More coming. I mean, we went to Garden City. We did a few things. So we had a good time. We went over to Canada. We went over to Windsor, did the museum, did a restaurant there. We got around. We did a lot. We did a lot in a very short time. I've got some drive tours of like Arden Park, which I really thought was a cool neighborhood. So yeah. We did a lot. Just went out with the Ford Museum. I got the Institute of Art, Motown. We did a lot. Yeah. All right. So moving on. Moving on. Oh, speaking of wine, Michigan does have some really good wine. We ate at an incredible restaurant up in Munising called Tracy's. It was listed at one time as one of the very best restaurants in all of Michigan, and they did not disappoint. It was a very, very good restaurant. But yeah, moving on, question 12. He gave her his townhouse and his racing horses. Each meal she ate was a dozen courses. She had $1 million worth of nickels and dimes. She sat around and counted them all 1 million times. Does anyone know which song those lyrics come from? And the Rhapsody. We didn't go to the Rhapsody. But we did eat a lot of good food. The portions were so dang huge. So whatever we ordered, there'd usually be leftover food, and we'd eat that for breakfast. A lot of times. It was really, really good. Oh, at the Rhapsody, you mean the Hungarian Rhapsody? Oh, yeah. No, we went there. Okay. Sorry. He's just Rhapsody. Yeah, the Hungarian place. That was really good. I'm just glad it's not here in Atlanta because I'd be eating there a lot. But what I liked about Rhapsody was you could tell like these were generations of people that had been to that restaurant. All right, Lulu. Oh yeah, the chicken paprikash. Oh my god, it was so good. The salad, everything was amazing. The bread, the and we're not used to here in Atlanta. They don't serve bread with every course like Detroit. Bread is still a thing. I love that. I was on vacation, so I felt I could be bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got to do my heritage over with Honor. Now Hunter's not Czech, but I'm Czech, and that's where my family landed was Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And so they had the International Czech Museum there, but there weren't any Czech restaurants. They had the Bohemian like village, Czech village, but not a single Bohemian restaurant, Czech restaurant in. But I did get some. I did get some kolachen at the museum of all places, the Czech Slovak Museum sold kolachen frozen, but it was a variety. Poppy seed's my favorite. Yeah, did you make it down to the Rhapsody, Vinny? Because I know you asked me about it. You said you it was on your list of places to go. Not yet. You're not going to be disappointed. And we had so much food left over. Oh my gosh. And I thought the noodle cottage cheese bacon dish, I'm like, it's only $11. It's cheap. We were getting like the big everything platter, but I wanted something else for YouTube. So I'm like, I'll try that. It's cheap enough at 11 bucks. And it didn't disappoint. Like I need to make that here at home. I don't know if I ever will, but oh my gosh, something is so. But the noodles are homemade. I think that's the difference. I think that's what did it. Somebody knows. No one knows the lyrics. He gave her his townhouse and his racing horses. Each meal she ate was a dozen courses. She had $1 million worth of nickels and dimes. She sat around and counted them all 1,000,000 times. No one knows, eh? This is the story about Minnie the Moocher. She was a low down hoochie coocher. So yeah, that's a lyric from Minnie the Moocher. It's probably why she has all those nickels and dimes worth $1,000,000. She mooched off everybody else. All right, number 13. Donna Summers gave us ladies this wonderful anthem in 1983. Donna Summers gave us ladies this wonderful anthem in 1983. Mark Kropka, sending love to you, my dear friend, says Jennifer. Mark's probably, busy doing something. Shake Your Moneymaker? No. That's an older song, isn't it? I didn't even think about that one. Oh, the Black Crows. But there was an early Elmore James, Jimmy Page. Elmore James would have done it first, right? Let's see. There was a variation traced back to Charlie Patton, 1929. And Buka White, Shake 'Em On Down, 1937. Oh, Willie Dixon on bass in one of them, which was Chicago blues singer and harmonica player Shaky Jake Harris recorded Roll Your Moneymaker with a band including Magic Sam on the guitar and Willie Dixon on bass. But the original was Elmore James in 1961. And that was the B side. On the A side was Look on Yonder Wall. Interesting. That was a demand, not an answer. You see my new shirt? Now, I'll admit this wasn't a thrift store buy, but it was on sale for like $9, so I grabbed it. Maybe 10, 9. It was cheap. It was a $42 shirt, so I got it. And I meant to take a picture to show you. I've got like that art piece I have out in my living room. It's the Beatles shirt, the white or the black, but they're wearing like a jacket over it. And all you can see is the ATL, like Atlanta. So I had to get this shirt. It was kind of mandatory. And at $10. All right, Jennifer, good seeing you. You have a good night. And congratulations on getting Yellow Brick Road correct. Very good, girl. Don't work too hard. Don't work too hard. Oh, I need to announce. We need to think of our dear friend, A Simple Happy Life. She's not here tonight. Well, I should say her toe is not here tonight. We were live over at Feel Good Cooking and More, Lulu's place, yesterday in the afternoon, and she was at the doctor's office about her toe. And Lulu ended up having a long live. She was on over 3 hours. She did great. And she came in and she didn't break. She fractured her 2 toes. So all of our best to A Simple Happy Life's 2 toes. No, they call it laundry. Remember, Vinny? It's called laundry. Oh my gosh. Poor, poor, simple, happy life. I mean, that is just terrible. She was still in so much pain. Her husband made her go to the doctor. I can't imagine. I mean, I have my shoulder, but my shoulder, it's just it's barely even black and blue. My shoulder surgery is just three. Chris said there's stitches under here. I haven't looked really. Oh, I know. That didn't look too bad. It's a little red. It's a little red. That's the first time I've seen it, but it's arthroscopic. So it's not too bad. I think I have a lot less bruising this surgery than I did the first surgery on it. That's not bad. And it has 2 stitches, and then there's one in the back. But am I in pain? I'm in a lot of pain. Right, Tin? I did too much yesterday. I've been picking stuff. Like I've been raising my arm and picking I've been picking okra and tomatoes and peppers and all that stuff. Dang it, how did I get this before? But I'm still loopy, I think, from the anesthesia. Let me see if this will do it. How did I get it to go back before? We're going to go with the that's hot. Me showing your shoulder. I just took an ibuprofen though, but like simple happy life or like feeling good cooking, Lulu, I had to cut out I didn't want to stay on the pain medication. So I haven't taken pain meds in I think 2 days, I think. So, and even then I kept it to a minimum. I just don't like those things. And then I had, I don't know if it was the anesthesia or what. Now we get it. I don't know. It hates me. I don't know if it was the anesthesia or what, but I've had terrible tinnitus since the surgery, and it's kind of calmed down a little bit today. I think it was the residual effects of the painkillers and the anesthesia. And they had to give me 2 pain blockers. They tried to give me one. They go in your neck. And they tried to give me one, and all of a sudden I just started coughing. And they said that I guess it's some diaphragm reflex something. I don't know. I didn't want to know anymore. And so they had to give me a second nerve block because it didn't work the first one. He hit the wrong nerve. So won't be the first time wrong nerve's been hit with me. Oh my God. I tell you, man, this camera, I'm cursed. I'm cursed. It doesn't like all that. Look at that. All right, let's go on. So Donna Summers gave us, ladies, this wonderful anthem in 1983. That was, I don't think anybody saw it or said it. Oh my gosh, Penny, I couldn't imagine. John, whew, that sucks. It's been a while since I've had any gastro thing. Ugh. All right, so that would be She Works Hard for the Money. Mm-mm. All right, so Donna Summers. We love that anthem. In 1983, I was probably working hard for the money because at one point I was working split shifts at a restaurant and then leaving that job and going next door to a gas station and I would clean and restock shelves and the cooler and all that stuff. I was working hard. Can you hear me now, Vinny? Oh gosh. Number 13. This is now there. Everybody get your hands on the keyboard. There may be a fight for this one. This 1985 song was about moving appliances and doing installs for a living. This 1985 song was all about moving appliances and doing installs for a living. Money for nothing. Vinny got it. Between the goat screams, I'm surprised you heard anything. All right. Okay, now my buddy, I was saying earlier, my buddy Q Stud Q up there in Pontiac, she's made butter on her channel and she sings this song whenever she makes butter. What is the name of the original song and who sang it? Butter, 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 butter. What's the song and who sang it? The original, though. No, it was not the Spinners. It's such a good song, too. It is. I mean, it's kind of hard to sit around and not move to this song. Yes, money, 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 money. Clean joke. Money is not our God. I'll have to check that out. So it was the OJs who sang Money, 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 Money. Money. That was 1973. Yeah. Let's see. Number 15. Oh, this is another Kropka one. Paul McCartney stated, I think you can put any interpretation you want on anything, but when someone suggests that this song is about a prostitute, I draw the line. See, I wasn't really into the punk. I mean, I love punk music, but I wasn't into that whole punk scene as a kid. I just liked music. I mean, I liked disco, I liked punk, rock, classical, folk. But I have a there's a guy I met, I'll say a friend. We're acquaintances, and we went over to their house for dinner. And this guy, he has I think he was it the master bedroom. They weren't even living in it, but he had someone build custom shelves all around the entire room, and so but it was all CDs. So how many shelves would that be? Like 6 shelves of CDs? It was all Baroque, classical Baroque music. I would say that he almost went Baroque buying all those dang CDs. Oh my gosh. Like, who would have thought that there'd be, I mean, I don't know why anyone would want that much Baroque music. And what was the Baroque period? The Baroque period is just early 17th to mid 18th century. So 50 years of Baroque music. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. 1600 to 1750. So it's 150 years. I guess. But wow. That's a lot. It's a lot of classical music. Bach's era. I think so. 1750 ish coming in, and it would which Bach? There's Johann Sebastian, and there's his son. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, 1685 to 1750. Yes, it's when he died. And then there's Chris was learning a Bach piece when he was taking guitar lessons not too long ago. I wish he would have stayed with it because I loved listening to him practice. JSB, yes. Wow, even Vinny even knows he knows his punk and his classical music. But number 15, Paul McCartney stated, I think you can put any interpretation you want on anything, but when someone suggests that this song is about a prostitute, I draw the line. Anyone want to take a guess? I like Mozart quite a bit. When I lived in the city, like in the city, I wanted to go, I wanted to get symphony membership. No, this is Paul McCartney. So it's a Beatles tune. Can say about anything but about a prostitute. And that would be the song. Hey, Faye. I was talking about you earlier because Jennifer was in here and asked all of our travels and where we went. How you doing, girl? Is Keith with you? Hey, Keith. Hey, Faye. You never give me your money. No, it's Can't Buy Me Love, Vinny. Can't Buy Me Love. Oh, gosh. Are y'all ready for winter up there, Faye? Hi, Keith. Or Vinny, were you just saying I never give you my money? Is that you weren't referring to a song or anything like that? It's a reverse transaction. I thought you were trying to be a pimp there or something, Vinny. But while we're talking about vices, the next question is he was the guitarist of heavy metal bands Pantera and Damage Plan, both of which he co founded alongside his brother Vinnie Paul. Oh, yeah. Well, you can come down here, Faye, to get warm if y'all want to. So please think about it. Please, please. Number 16, he was a guitarist of the heavy metal bands Pantera and Damage Plan, both of which he co founded alongside his brother, Vinnie Paul. And we need his, his, I guess, stage name. I don't know if he ever, like, totally changed his name legally to this. Probably wouldn't be prudent. Yes, it is that guy, Vinny. I think it was in Ohio when that happened. Dimebag Daryl. Sure it is. Dimebag Daryl. Very good, Vinny. Number 17. This song was recorded by James Brown in 1966. It was released in edited form as a two-part single. It was his third message song after Don't Be a Dropout and Get It Together, songs recorded in the wake of the civil rights movement. This James Brown song was part, and that's weird that it would be a two-part single. But I don't know, James Brown did a lot of instrumental stuff. So I'm not terribly surprised. Ooh, speaking of James Brown, makes me want to touch myself. Speaking of James Brown, Vinny, you would probably love this. Um, yes, it is. And he used that lyric in so many songs. But so do yourself a favor. It's fascinating. I don't think it's in audio. Let me see. Now it's a three-part series on CNN. Yes. And it was this story was done, and this is one of my favorite CNN investigative reporters did this story. But James Brown, the circus singer and the Godfather father of soul. It's a three-part series about Jackie Hollander. I think she was married to one of the guys out of Atlanta Rhythm Section, and it is fascinating. It's about his death and his dying. They think that he was killed, and how they gave stuff to the prosecutor in Atlanta, and it got sat on. And but they had this evidence box that Jacqueline gave the prosecutor here in Fulton County. What was his name? Paul something, I believe. But she gave this evidence box of things to the prosecutor, and then they followed up on it, and they're like, oh, we don't know what you're talking about. And then the evidence box shows up again, but things are missing. It's a crazy story, and it had me like, I hated that it was in three parts because I couldn't wait for the next part to come out. It was like a mini thriller. It was really, really well done, well written, and it's still sitting. The case is still sitting. They followed up with you can listen. Well, there's a new podcast now, but it's by Thomas Lake, and he does some of the best stories, I think, for CNN that there is. But it's fascinating. Anyway, the song was James Brown, Money Won't Change You. It changed James Brown a little bit, in a sense. And remember, James Brown is the one that got Reverend Al Sharpton to start perming his hair. I learned that when I went to see Chris Rock's Good Hair movie. That's a really good it's a documentary, not a movie, but it's a well done documentary. It's my favorite movie, I think, that came out that year. Number 18, the song from the movie Cabaret was sung by Liza Minnelli and Joel Grey. Number 18, the song from the movie Cabaret was sung by Liza Minnelli and Joel Grey. I find it kind of creepy, though. The whole Cabaret movie I thought was a little weird, creepy, but given the time period, I guess maybe not so much. Am I here? Hey, Simple Happy Life. We were just talking about your toes earlier. How are they doing? Good to see you. Hey, I'm glad you made it. How's the toe feeling? And I hope your husband's taken up the laundry for you. But I'm glad he made you go to the doctor. So that and I've done a trivia on this, that Indian song that was so popular, 10 toes in it. You're only 8 toes in it. Oh gosh. Yeah, her recovery is going to be 6 weeks. They were fractured, not broken. Crazy. Mm-mm-mm. And that probably, I'm going to guess that probably hurts worse than a broken toe. I don't know. I've only broken my foot. All right. So the song from Cabaret was sung by Liza Minnelli and Joel Grey. No one knows the answer? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised because I think I fractured my foot instead of a break. That's when I quit going on roofs because I broke it coming down off the roof. But I did learn my lesson. I didn't stay off of ladders. And it wasn't really the ladder that did me in. It was coming down, and there was it was like I don't know if it was a chipmunk hole or something. There was just this big dent below the ivy. So when I came down, yeah, I fractured that. And then I laid squirming on the ground, screaming for Chris for 15, 20 minutes while he chatted with the neighbor across the street. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you won't have to be on those pain meds too long. 'Cause that sucks. Lulu and I quit pain meds, and here you are getting on them. Hmm. Wow. Yeah, I think last night I did take, I think, a muscle relaxer. I might do that again tonight because that's not a narcotic. So I might be doing that instead tonight because that ibuprofen's not kicked in yet. All right. So the answer to number 18 was Money Money from Cabaret. I think in the beginning it's her Liza and Joel Grey, and Joel Grey is Jennifer Grey's dad. But I think in the beginning they're just in the front and they're just going money, 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 money. Yeah, yeah, I don't like pain meds either. Well, first of all, they scare the hell out of me, and number two, I'm more likely to get injured doing something else if I'm on pain meds, and you're supposed to feel pain. Pain tells you to quit doing what you're doing and to take it easy. And the thing was, he was like directly across the street. I couldn't get it, couldn't understand. But we did have to his defense, we did have a yucca plant kind of between where I fell and where he was standing talking to the neighbor. So I'll give him a break there. A break. Give him a fracture there. Yeah, but that was terrible. And that's why I think, too, it impressed me to buy this land so that I wasn't out in the middle of nowhere. So if anything happened to me, hopefully somebody would come and see me and come to my rescue. All right. Oh, we showed Jennifer. I'll probably I found our old wedding picture. So that's what we look like 27 and a half years ago. We were dancing. My dad's band played our wedding. Chris with that big old furry mustache. And he had like his tuxedo had like tails on it. It was kind of a casual thing. Everybody else, it was summertime, so we asked everybody else to dress business casual so they'd be comfortable. And we got married on the Chattahoochee. Well, we had our reception on the Chattahoochee. We got married at the JP with our parents. Oh, I've got a lot of old ones. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My goodness is right. Those are good times. And I was saying I lost all of our other wedding pictures. I don't know what happened to them. It's the only one I have. Number 19, Lee Shot Williams released this song at the age of 70. That was later used in a 1990 movie starring Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. And unfortunately, Lee Shot Williams died at the age of 73. He did. I have a lot of pictures from when I lived with the guys. When I had the 4 guy roommates. Oh my gosh. Our Halloween party. Good times. Good times. Lee Shot Williams released this song at age 70 that was later used in a 1990 movie starring Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. All righty. And that song would be It's Friday. Where's my money? It's Friday. Time to get paid. And that's from the Fridays movie with Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. Too bad he wasn't around to see that song get so popular. I thought I had 21 questions. Now it's showing only 20. What the heck? Number 20. Here we go. Last question. Let's see who's going to win tonight's game. We have Vinny with 6 and Mark with 4. And that's it. All right. Number 20. Promotional items for the single included. Oh. All right. Promotional items for this single included a dollar bill featuring guitarist Angus Young. No, I don't sing karaoke. I don't go out. I'm such a homebody. I'm such a homebody, and I don't like going out at night. Money talks. A simple, happy life. Got it. Excellent. See, you got a point. Congratulations, girl. Yes, Money Talks by AC/DC. All right. So, unfortunately, though, Winnie won. Vinny won. And what did Vinny get? Vinny got my old Dania Beach casino emerald card that I only went to once. I only went there once. I had $100, $200. What I have? $200. So congratulations, Vinny, for winning my old Emerald Dania Beach Casino Club card. We went to Dania Beach because it was so funny. Chris, like one winter, he watches stuff on YouTube, and I don't ask him what he watch, who he watches, blah blah blah. Right. And later, I found out he watches car videos, which like mechanic type videos. Where I like the old classics, he's been watching like, what's wrong with this car, or this car has has problems in this area, that type of thing, right? And then he was watching Highlight. I was like, Highlight? When we just go to Florida, you can watch it in real life. And so I guess he was he'd watch them on YouTube, and but I don't know if he was watching the ones in Spain or what. So I was like, yeah, let's next time we're down in Florida, let's just go and watch a game. You won my Dania Beach Casino Emerald card. And I only played there once. I only played like $200. So I think, well, I guess because I signed up with a card, I probably got like 30 extra dollars. See, now do you all ever go to the casinos up there, Vinny? Because I know what's her name? Spirit in the Sky Blue goes to the casinos up in Michigan. She won a classic car one year. And she turned around and sold it immediately, but she won a classic car. Simple life. That's hot, Vinny. Yeah, I'm dangerous around casinos. I am like, I have to like have a limited amount of money and no more access. Well, I never go to the ATM and take money out for a casino. So I have to take a limited amount of cash because I'm bad. I went to Vegas one year for a convention, and I won, gosh, I think I spent like $200. And then I was going through, was it Harrah's? I was just walking through, and there was a machine, and I thought it was a $2 machine, but all I had was a 20, and I put the bill in, and it was a 20. And then I realized it didn't give me any more change back. Or when I saw the credit, I was like, holy cow. I had no choice but to play. So when I played it, I won $700. And then I lost all $700. So yeah, living here is a good idea. But I should know better. I mean, when did I play? I am playing. I played on the cruise. I took $20 to play. No, I took $40 to play on the cruise, and I lost $40 out of my pocket before I even got to the casino. I was so mad, and I was so mad that Then I was doubly mad because not only did I lose the 40 that I was going to play, then I lost the 40 that the other 40 I got. So I ended up losing 80, but only playing once. Uh, Something that mentioned toes or something. Dirty laundry. Oh, simple life. If I lived closer, I would come and do your laundry for you. In the sisterly way, not, hey, Mrs. Hopkins, how's it going? How's Mama B today? That was so funny seeing her in the Dancing Queen shirt. It took me a minute to realize, oh yeah, I sent Mama B that shirt for her birthday. But she was getting it. And when she spun, oh my gosh, I was like, I couldn't believe it. Simple life. Nobody does laundry like you do, I'm sure. You get every stain out. You know how to scrub it right. She can name it Cheetos or Chilitos. Chilitos. As like Chris always said, he had to wear socks to bed. I was like, why? He goes, because I have Chilitos. I was like, is that a Mexican dish I hadn't even heard of before? It'd be a Tex-Mex dish more than a Mexican dish. You're hungry. Oh my gosh. But aren't you doing keto or oh. So do you have the keto flu? Are you still trying that, Mrs. Hopkins? Oh, I'm going to make Lulu a mod too. And as moderator. All right. Oh, why did that not work? Oh, yeah. I'm still trying. Yeah, they have what they call, what is it, the keto flu, where you just feel bleh. And it's hard. But you have to eat a lot of meat. Meat's so expensive. Or cottage cheese or yogurt or I think you can have nuts on keto, yogurt and nuts. But then you got to watch the calories because nuts are high in calories and you don't get many. I did a keto dessert, y'all. I saw this outrageously good looking dessert and it was a short. It's from, I say it in my video who I got it from, but it was a short I saw. And they mix up this, it's cinnamon butter, brown sugar mix, right? And then you mix this apples. So it's cut apples and you mix those in cinnamon sugar. I did it all keto. So I used almond flour and, other than the apples, but there weren't many per like serving, right? But let me tell you, this thing had was it like freaking, it was a quarter cup of sugar supposed to be in the apples. There was a cup of sugar in the batter. There was another cup and a third of sugar. Oh, there was the brown sugar. So that was, I think, 3/4 of a cup. And then there was a cup of confectioner sugar in this dessert. So keto, I used all the Swerve products and I used almond flour instead of regular flour. Oh my gosh, it is so sweet. But what it was, you had the apple, then you add that to the batter mix, and then you put it in a pan, and then you dollop the cinnamon mix on that and you swirl it through, bake it, and then you put a glaze on it. It was way, 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 way too much sugar. Even the keto like stuff. Oh, yeah. People like the eating stuff though. I haven't watched the long version. You drop your Hungarian sausage in the laundry hamper. As long as you didn't close the laundry hamper lid on it, Vinny, I think you're okay. Oh my gosh. Vinny, don't you have an OnlyFans customer waiting on you? Hubby was groping a witch. Oh my gosh. You know, the Cracker Barrel's food quality, I went 4 years ago, 5 maybe. And I think the casserole, the potato casserole, I got a portion like this big, barely like 2 little spoons of it. And it was terrible. It tasted really prepackaged, processed or something. It didn't taste like a homemade casserole, I think, like if they used to. And I mean, an egg is an egg, and the bacon was, I don't know. And I thought it was overpriced for what I got. So, what do you think of it, Mrs. Hopkins, though? And what did Dan think of it? Did he think it had gone down in quality or not? Because I know he said he hadn't. You said he hadn't been there in a long time. Was he groping that witch that didn't have the head, the headless witch? Yeah, their music is real loud over there too. Hmm. Yeah, that's why I've kind of given up on. But oh my gosh, the food in Michigan, the portions are so huge. It's crazy. You're in monsoon season. We need rain badly here. I've been trying to water the watermelons to get them to grow like crazy. Get them to grow like crazy. Oh, so another thing, Mrs. Hopkins didn't see our wedding picture either. Oh, did I put it up here? Up here? Mrs. Hopkins, I thought you'd get a kick out of this. Look at Chris with that big old mustache. The big old mustache. We need rain so badly. But y'all, I took a chance on planting those beans and they are coming up. I see little beans all over the place. So we'll have a mess. This soil's crazy. You're going to fluff and fold when we got home, but you could hear him say on the video, that's what I'm talking about. I need to go look at those videos, Happy Life. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we do look like kids. But I was in my 30s. I was already mid 30s there. But I do look young. Mid 30s, he was 29. He said he tried to hold out for marriage like his dad did until he was 30. It didn't work. Toes were not. Toes weren't, not, wasn't. You're crazy. You're crazy. All right. So I did do like a kind of a challenge at the beginning of my video because I saw a disturbing thing. And I know a lot of people are struggling right now trying to just buy groceries. And, but I'm going to do I saw where people are reusing disposable diapers. So, and I hear that diapers and feminine products are scarce at food banks and stuff. So I think I'm going to do a donation. It's been a while since I've donated to a food bank. And on the other hand, if you need food, don't be afraid to go and get food from a food bank to make ends meet because times are tough, man. They're tough for everybody. But I think I'm going to do some, a little, you know, diapers, feminine product, and also do some canned goods, vegetables, because I love my veggies. So I just urge you, if you can, if kind of challenge, if you can do it, give some. Benny, you're donating your DNA nationwide, aren't you? That's why that's probably why there's a lack of diapers and the prices are high. Been donating too much of that DNA. Yeah. And I can right now. And in fact, I have some, I hate to get pasta because everybody gives pasta. It's so cheap, but um, oh yeah. I donate clothes, but since I buy a majority of my clothes from the thrift store, we always donate at a different thrift store than where we shop. So we don't run across our clothes in the thrift store. Um, but somebody's doing, oh, I know who it is. It's Angel. What is her name? Let me find her. Oh, somebody I follow. She's in Sacramento, and she did a open collab challenge kind of thing. Not a challenge, but where is she? She's kind of new, and she only posts like once a week. That's why I'm having a hard time thinking of her name. Angel, Angel, Angel. Oh, here we go. It's so it's an open collab, and it's do you still believe in the American dream? So if you want to participate in that, it's just Angel. She's out in California, so I know it is very expensive out there. But my reply was, where can I find my reply? My reply to her in her chat was, I've always lived a frugal life, so times really never change for me other than I'm paying more. I've always bought used cars, always shopped thrift stores unless desperate. Or cool $10 Beatles shirt um, that was $42. I mostly eat at home, have a garden, and take lunches to work. Always done that. I dumped cable and home phone about 20 years ago because it was outrageously priced. We don't do Christmas or birthday presents. I can go decades without going into a mall, and when I do, it's for a rare movie. The last movie I saw at the theater, hmm, I want to say it was Coco. Is the last movie I saw at the theater, which was a lot of years ago. And I went because we went with my friend Lisa, whose daughter was featured at the end of the movie as someone who had died and was being remembered by one of the creators at Pixar. And she didn't want to go by herself. I can understand that. The only big box store I go to is Lowe's or Ace. I do buy an occasional item on Amazon, but try to buy off Craigslist or Nextdoor. My favorite. Oh yeah, so she lives in Sacramento, and I go to a thrift store out in Sacramento called Echo Thrift, and every time I'm in Sacramento, I have to go to Echo Thrift. I feel it's like part of one of those things I must do. It's always on my things to do list when I'm there. Uh, oh no, not more Vinnies. We can't have more Vinnies. There's only one Vinny. That's right. Saw it too. Cried at the Coco. Oh, I know, right? So my friend Michelle Schutzer was featured in at the end of the movie. She died of colon cancer in her 40s. And she lived in San Francisco. So, in fact, when my first trip to San Francisco was to see her, and then I went other times after that when my pseudo daughter lived in San Francisco. But yeah, Coco was a good movie. And what time? When is Day of the Dead this year? Uh, November 1st through Sunday, November 2nd. Very cool. Yeah, I hear they usually have a parade here, but I don't know if this year they'll be having a parade for obvious reasons. Yeah. I think I boohooed a couple times through I'm such a sap through that. Did I cry at all at your movie? I think I did. I love Billy though. Oh my gosh. What is your favorite movie, Mrs. Hopkins? I know you. I just replied to his thing because they have Love Always, because they have Funko Pops now. So that's exciting. I know Robert Redford. He wasn't flashy. He was like the coolest celebrity ever. I love that he did the Sundance Film Festival. That's a great legacy to have. But they're moving Sundance Film Festival out of Colorado. I think maybe I think maybe it's even gotten too expensive there. Uh, and he lived such a long life. Oh my gosh. Oh, Park City in Salt Lake City, Utah is where they're going to have it. Oh, but it'll move to, sorry. Why did I always think it was in Colorado? It's moving to Boulder, Colorado starting 2027. Mhm. Founded by Robert Redford and the Utah Film Commission. John Earl and Sterling Van Wagenen. Wagenen. Sorry, Sterling. But yeah, that's a nice life. 89, that's a good age for a male. He lived a good, he lived well. Yeah. I think we also lost one of the guys from Bad Company just died. I forget his name. I'm telling y'all, this is anesthesia. It has me for a loop. It's definitely harder. Oh, yeah, Mrs. Hopkins. See, I can't even remember. I can't ever remember. I just got like so out of sorts. I think between the anesthesia and the pain medicine, maybe even the pain blocker, maybe he had a brain nerve because I ain't right. It's going to take me a while to be fully 100% again, I think, in the head. Or maybe never. I never was right in the head, actually. So, you know, And there's that. My daddy used to tell me you ain't right. Oh, yeah, it was just you. Yeah. Endoscopy and colonoscopy next month. I don't even know. I have my colonoscopy December. And they'll probably want to do an endoscopy because they have to stretch. I have one of those thin esophagus, so they like to stretch my peeps. I just tell them make sure they change the tube. Don't be using the same the colonoscopy probe for the endoscopy. Yeah. Chris said they could not wake Chris up. They made me come back and try and wake Chris up. I guess they wanted to be gentle on him. They thought maybe I'd be rougher on him. But Chris had never had one before. And he's like, oh man, that was the best sleep ever. He loved that sleep he got from the colonoscopy. Oh my gosh. You're going to start a band called the Flaccid. I was going to start one called the Pneumonic Phlegms. Punk band. Oh my gosh. Steroids are the worst. If Chris hears I have to go on steroids, I get roid rage, man. Are you going through any roid rage, Mrs. Hopkins? That's why you're hungry too. Is roids will make you eat the house. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's awful. Oh, I go through roid rage. I get so mad. Hey, Angela Critters. Was it you, Angela, that said you also get roid rage? Because I definitely do. I can't stand them. I must have been somebody else. It was somebody else in my chat. We were talking about steroids. But yeah, when I was a smoker, bad knee, I was on steroids at least once a year. Usually twice, though, in the spring and in the fall. But that was the best thing about quitting smoking. Oh my gosh. I get mad at hemorrhoids. You're so funny, Martha. I love you so much. Oh gosh. Oh, you kill me, girl. Oh, Angela, I tried baking. I tried doing a keto version of something that it was a short that looks incredible, but it is so dang sweet. And I said, not keto approved. But then after it sat overnight, it's a cinnamon apple kind of thing, keto style. But after it sat overnight, it did get better. So I added that to the video. So people like really sweet stuff, uh, and don't mind all the keto sugars because it takes brown sugar, confectioner sugar, granular sugar. Yeah. So I'm cutting it into squares about this big as a serving because it's way too sweet for me. And I had it with black coffee. I figured the bitterness would Oh, sun says be I'm so glad you got away, Angela. Oh man, somebody mentioned hush puppies the other day, and I've been craving them like mad. And for me, hush puppies have to have onion in them. Smokey and the Bandit. I forget that scene. Oh, I'm so old. I remember going to the theater. to see that movie. That was so dang funny. And I saw it anytime I could when it came out on cable. I'm so glad you're at the beach and relaxing. I'm hoping it's a nice getaway, Angela. Now you always get hush puppies at your favorite restaurant too, don't you? Simple Happy Life, because they look good. That restaurant. Oh my gosh! If I go down there, that's where I'm going to take you. Oh, are you going to that Oklahoma? Was it Mid State YouTube gathering thing? Simple Happy Life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm tempted. I should make some because I have okra. So if I fry okra, I should make some hush puppies. But they have to have that onion in them. Girl from 1972 moved here. Oh, how nice. That's sweet, Angela. Oh yeah. In November. Well, let me know if you're going to go and then I might just head over that way. And that way we can meet up over there. Cuz I should be road ready by then. If I'm not I still got to get out to California though. You want to sweat all day talking to people. I know. Well, they need to do some indoor stuff, you know? Yeah. Yeah. I'll try and meet you. But I put off my California trip, so I've got to do that. I've really got to do that because that's messing up a lot of stuff. No boob sweat allowed. Oh my gosh. I know all about that. Because of my shoulder surgery. I've been like powdering the girls really well. Oh my god. I hate wearing a bra these days. April and May, that is hot. That is way too hot, especially for the Ozarks. Well, they're not even meeting up they're in southern, where are they meeting up? Oklahoma? Southern Oklahoma, Oklahoma City area, right? I've looked at like meetups around Atlanta. I can't find any good ones that, you know, uh, they look lame. I'll see like one or two people showing up. Mhm. Oh, come on. Oklahoma City's center of state. Oh, and I have to go through Arkansas. So bad. I've not been to Arizona or Arkansas or Oklahoma. Oklahoma and Texas people meet up there. Then you get to work. You and your flaccid self. Renting a chalet with 8 bedrooms and an in-ground pool. How nice. I hope it's warm enough. But I'm gonna guess if it's 8 bedrooms, it's got to be a heated pool. Mhm. I know Simple Happy Life wishes she had an ingrown toe instead of 2 fractured toes. Oh, okay. Mena, Arkansas. Mena. My very first YouTube friend is in Arkansas. She's never on YouTube anymore. Rarely. Sometimes she'll come in and say hey, but she has a very busy life. Oh, that's right on the border. Well, that's cool because that's still not too far from where she is. So I could stop and see her. It's kind of in between the hot springs, too hot for the hot tub. And that's a pretty good location because it's actually not far from Dallas at all. That's a good location, actually. And it's kind of south. Now, the only thing is, they're saying we're supposed to have a really bad winter. Incredible Indian artifacts, headdress, John Wayne's Western collection, and Remington's. Oh, the National Cowboy Museum. Now, Atlanta, or not Atlanta, but up in, was it Cartersville? Calhoun, they have the Booth Museum. It is a Western art museum. It's incredibly huge. And a friend of mine that saw it, and I know my mother in law has been because she loves anything that's Western. Um, but a friend of mine who went, he's like, I'm really not into Western stuff, but he's like, that was a cool museum. And I did see a lot of good Western art when I was out in Montana. I saw a lot of good indigenous artifacts, both Americas and, well, I guess throughout the Americas and including the Pacific Northwest stands out at the Detroit Institute of Art. Coming soon. And start this meetup is the sweetest thing. Old Man King Homestead. Now I know Chris, and I forget Chris's channel's name. Even though I subscribed, he's not popping up. His videos, Old Man King. I have to check him out. Old Man King Homestead. And I saw Lori's Prepping for Heaven went live one night. And I think it was the night before I was supposed to have surgery or something, or right after I did. And I couldn't. Texas Raider. That's right. Now, Lulu's homestead, I met a lot of YouTubers through her channel as well. Where is she? Feel Good Cooking and More. That's Lulu. So I'm just getting used to the names of people on there. So, oh no, Simple Happy Life. I was afraid of that. I was afraid of that. Oh goodness. Mm, darn. That's too bad. Did Chris give her number again? Because I guess Chris is in touch with her. Did she give out her hospital? Yeah, I know she's 73. Dang. Yeah. Because I know last time I didn't see it till after she had gotten out that her um, Yeah, I'll go over to Texas Ranger and give him a message to give to her because I know he talks to her often. So I'll go check it out. Yeah, that rots. I hate to hear that. I really hate to hear that. And I was thinking about her today because there was a list of top cities that, they have a lot going on. They're very financially sound and stuff like that. And her town, Worcester, actually came up as one of those very solvent cities with, one of the better places to live. So, yeah, I was just thinking about her today. So I'm glad I brought her up. So, dang. Well, shoot. That's a bummer. I hate hearing that. She's such a sweetheart. She's such a sweetheart. Mm. All right. Well, now I'm bummed out. Buzzkill. No. I'm just kidding. Simple happy life. No, I mean, YouTube has so many good and thoughtful people. It's just, you know, and we lost Bimbo last year. Make Jen laugh. Oh gosh. Don't entice him, simple happy life. He has my email. He'll send me something crazy in email is what he'll do. Oh gosh. But yeah, after having lost Bimbo last year, it's just, it's life and we're kind of all older, a lot of us. I mean, simple happy life, you're young, but a lot of us are older. It sucks. In fact, I just talked to my nephew this weekend because I've been like, you got to give me your social. You got to give me your social so I can like give you some money when I die. Hmm. Oh, I was so disappointed I didn't get to meet Vinny while I was up there. He had stuff going on. I was hoping. I was hoping. Yeah, Vinny's the comical one, definitely. And he's got the Fabio look going on. So, oh, you still got some. You're not even 50. You're a baby. Oh gosh. I look at Chris and he's like, oh, I'm 54. I'm like, you're so young. Oh, Vinny will tell you he looks like Fabio. I've seen what Vinny looks like. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure enough. Sure enough. Who'd have thunk it? All right, kids. Well, hope y'all have a good one. I am not going to stay on that late. No, he didn't. He sends me pictures, his OnlyFans. He's trying to get me to you know, subscribe to his OnlyFans channel. So, he sends me pictures like it's almost like X. You had everybody on there advertising their OnlyFans. That's Vinny. He just wants money and prizes. You know. Next week's show topic is what is it? It is Oh, I think we're doing names next again, is what we're doing. I keep wanting to. I think your rubber burger is safe until we move from this house. I'm telling you, that sofa, it's a sofa bed. Well, it's only a two-seater. It's a love seat sofa bed, but it's heavy. Too heavy for me. I don't know. It's just us, girl. I don't know. It says there are 5 people in here, but we got down to 4. Oh, yeah, Lulu's hanging out. She just probably can't believe what we talk about over here. Vinny and OnlyFans and Fabio and oh gosh. It was good seeing Angela though. I hadn't seen her. Aw. Uh, but yeah, I'm not gonna stay on too much longer. Angela just sent me a love message. Yeah, we're kind of goofy. We'll talk about anything. But Lulu, you had talked about not having taken a trip in a while, and you have a lot to be thankful for. Maybe uh, I'll try and figure out what's going on with that November meetup in Arkansas. It may be a bit of a trip from you for you. Where is it? Mina, Arkansas. How many miles? Oh, that's a 7-hour drive. Maybe less. Mm, 6.5. Hmm. Are they camping or are there hotels around? Do you know Mina, Arkansas? Because it's out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, hotels. There's Ozark Inn, Bethesda Lake Resorts and Cabins. So Ozark Inn, $75. Luxury tents for $229. They've got to be kidding. Fairfield, 139. Comfort Inn and Suites, 105. Okay, so there's stuff around there. There's stuff around there that's not too shabby. Mountain cabins, hot tub, too hot for the hot tub. Hickory Hideout, a cabin, $80 a night. Blueberry Cottage, Queen Wilhelmina Lodge, Mina Mountain Resort, Executive Inn by OYO. Never heard of them. $55 a night. Wow. So you can do laundry. Yeah. If Chris goes, I may go solo, but if Chris goes, I have to get a hotel because he doesn't camp. So we're talking about a meetup in Mena, Arkansas in November, Mrs. Hopkins. It's going to be a bunch of YouTubers. It's supposed to be middle states, but I'll crash it if I can. It'd be a good excuse to not Arkansas off my list. Yeah. All right, ladies. Well, I'm going to call it a night. Vinny, I know you're listening more than likely, so I hope you're having a good night. And good luck with your OnlyFans. Uh, don't give yourself too many enemas. I know that's what your audience wants, but sometimes you got to refrain a little bit. Oh, the Oklahoma is much bigger. Yeah, but that's summertime. Chris will be there from Missouri. Oh, probably not. I haven't seen Chris lately. Like he hasn't popped in. He'll usually pop in and then leave on music trivia night, but he didn't tonight. Oh, new and small. I like that. Oklahoma. I need to see if I hope Faye comes down. That would be good. I miss seeing Faye, but I understand. I understand. 10 Killer, Oklahoma. That is. It's near a place called Evening Shade. Remember that? That was a good. I like that because it had what's his name? Jordan. Leslie Jordan was in that. He was so dang funny. So it's right kind of on the border, Mrs. Hopkins, of Arkansas and near the Muskogee Creek Nation, Highway 40, just east of Oklahoma City. Mm-hmm. Good night, Lulu. You take care. We'll see you later. I loved you. Did I comment? I watched your shopping thing and then I don't remember if I commented or not. But I know I watched it for sure and gave it a thumbs up. Cousin wedding in Oklahoma next month. Yeah. Yes, it was a spinoff of Designing Women with Leslie Jordan. Burt Reynolds was in it. And I think Mary Lou Henner was in it, if I remember correctly. But I saw Leslie Jordan. I got tickets to see him twice here in Atlanta. And he was filming My Trip Down the Pink Carpet was like a stand-up comedy thing he did. And then the second one, I forget what that special was. But My Trip Down the Pink Carpet, that was so freaking hilarious. He's funny. I love him as a one-man show. I mean, if you ever saw him on TikTok. And that was one of my dad's favorite movies was one that Leslie Jordan steals the show in. It's Sordid Lives. It takes place in Texas and has Beau Bridges, Delta Burke, Olivia Newton-John, Leslie Jordan, and other people. Oh, okay. The laundry is hot and needs me to fold it. Go, girl. Get your laundry on. Have fun. Love you. Oh, gosh. She said trip. Yeah, I guess Prime, we've been doing the piggyback Prime, catch it before it wrinkles, Mrs. Critters. Angela, you're so funny. I love this group. Oh my gosh. That's funnier than anything Vinny said tonight, I think. Where is that? I'm going to pin that one. Oh, too funny. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I love that show. But yeah, Sordid Lives is a great movie. And Leslie Jordan, he was funny. But he played in Sordid Lives, he played a drag queen, a guy who drag queen of Tammy Wynette is what he played in Sordid Lives. But he was in the mental institution. They had him committed because he would only do Tammy Wynette. And it was a small, podunk kind of town. It was so dang funny. So dang funny. So if you ever get a chance to see Sordid Lives, I don't know where that's playing. SORDID Lives. Lives. It's on Netflix. It's on the Roku channel for free, which we don't have. Hulu, Disney, Amazon Prime, Fandango from $2.99. But it is a hilarious movie. Beth Grant, Delta Burke, Beau Bridges, Bonnie Bedlia, Leslie Jordan, and Olivia Newton-John. Olivia Newton-John played a tattooed lounge singer. It was great. Oh gosh. No starch needed for the laundry. No, no, no. All right, y'all. Have a good one. And Angela, have fun with your friend. That's so awesome. It's so sweet of you to do that. And I hope you all have a great time. Yeah, let me know, Mrs. Hopkins. I think you'll like it. I mean, just Olivia Newton-John as a tattooed lounge, like podunk bar singer. And the end of the movie is what my dad requested we do at his funeral. Swear to God. And we did, and everybody kind of just looked at us like, what the heck are they doing? But that's okay. I did what he wanted at his funeral. Oh, DC's a cool city. But I can understand why North Carolina would be more charming. I haven't spent too much. Have I ever been? I've never been to the beaches of North Carolina. I've only been to the beaches of South Carolina. And I love Beaufort. Oh, Beaufort and the island chains off there, Fripp Island, Star Island, all those. That's another place I told Chris I could move here. I loved the slow pace, and I loved uh, who was it? Roy Conroy, who did beaches, beach music, the Citadel. What all were his books? My mind is oh gosh, this Roy Conway. Is it Roy? I read all of his books. And we actually saw him and his wife here in Atlanta. Hmm. Lords of Discipline, he did. Oh gosh, Pat Conroy. That was him, and that was his territory. Was Beaufort, and he did Prince of Tides, Lord of Disciplines, Great Santini, Water is Wide, The Boo, My Losing Season. He did a cookbook. I have not seen that. And then his wife kind of wrote, Cassandra King wrote the same kind of genre of type of books. Sandra King. And I've only read one of her books, and it was The Sunday Wife, about a woman. And I think that was kind of like a little bit biographical, a wee bit. And yeah, she was married to a pastor and then divorced. And in the book, The Sunday Wife is based on that. He was very abusive. So I'm glad she got out of that and found Pat Conroy. Oh, thanks, Angela. I'm I'm just not 100% yet from my surgery. I was saying I think being older and going under anesthesia, and I had to have two pain blockers because I messed one up. And then the pain medication, I've been off 2 days, but I'm in a lot of pain. But it's hard to recover from anesthesia at this age. So, mm, yeah. What amazed me about the beaches off of Beaufort, I think it was Star Island, one of the islands we went to, it was a state park. And I was just amazed at how far out the water was and then how far in it comes. So apparently, it's one of the uh, areas that has the greatest differential in tide uh, as they come in and go out. So high tide is quite a bit. And Chris freaked out because some guy on the beach caught a little shark when we were there, and it was just squeaking. He had never seen one before. And the guy was like, "Oh yeah, we catch these here all the time." All right, so I'm gonna end it. I think it's just you and me, Angela. But yeah, I like Pat Conroy too. He was awesome, and they were great to see live. He and his wife. I don't know if I got an autographed book from him or not. I got a Janet Ivanovich autograph when she was here. She spoke at the Atlanta History Center. And I went with my former roommate because his wife turned me on to Janet Ivanovich. Have you ever read any of her stuff, Angela? I think you'd like her stuff because it's about a single woman, and she's has two love interests. One's a cop and one is like this bad, dark Latino guy that does private security. And but she's a bail bonds. She finds people who jump their bail and goes after them. So she gives this kind of, mystery and intrigue and romance and comedy, because her partner Lou was a former prostitute, and she's a very large woman who dresses in prostitute type clothing still. But Janet Ivanovich, those books, they're fun and they're an easy read. So if you want to be like, just kind of escape and read something. I told her at the time, I was like, I don't read really. There are very few authors that I've read a lot of books of. That's Stephen King, Pat Conroy, and now Janet Ivanovich. But I usually read nonfiction is my game. So, but I haven't even read nonfiction in a while. I'm just so busy. So I'm going to go. Y'all have a great time. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the thumbs up. Y'all are so sweet. Really appreciate it. And we will see you later. Love ya. Bye.